Hey friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, this does not work, and let me try not to catch on fire. It's getting cold and it's getting windy, and maybe that's what's happening with the Dallas Cowboys. We've got a report by Calvin Watkins coming out saying that the Dallas Cowboys are not interested in Earl Thomas or Landon Collins because the price is not right, as well as Eric Weddle. So basically, what they're coming across with is saying, listen, the bottom line is still the bottom line with the Dallas Cowboys. We're not going to bust the bank for these guys. So, yeah, there's that. And I'm not saying that they should break the bank. Um, $15 million? Are you kidding me? That's way, way, way too much for safety. One that's been injured for the last 3 years and is 30 years of age. Landon Collins, he's a Pro Bowler, multiple Pro Bowlers, but he's a great run stopper, but he's not that great in coverage. Eric Weddle is getting up there in age as well. So I can understand when the Cowboys are looking and saying, we're not going to spend that kind of money. And it's also, too, basically the reverse of what Earl Thomas did, coming out saying, I want $15 million. They're saying, you know what? We can walk away. That's the guy at the car dealership that sat down and thought he was going to get the car for $25,000. The dealer comes back and say, oh, well, with dealer prep and everything else, it's actually more like 28. And that's the Cowboys saying, you know what? I'm out of here. So I believe that this is all part of negotiations both ways to try and talk them down some. Because make no mistake about it, we all know the Cowboys are dreaming about having Earl Thomas. We know Earl Thomas wants to be here, and they're not going to come through and say, hey, we'll pay you $15 million. But then again, maybe they've had a come to Jesus moment. They've sat down, they've talked about it, and they look at the numbers on there and say, you know what, that's too much. And it may be that they're saying, well, those guys maybe want that much, but they're not the only guys that are out there on the market. We can maybe do a little better, or maybe they have their eyes set on somebody in the draft and maybe figure maybe we can move up, or maybe somebody will fall down. But I think that there's still a lot of things that are going on that we don't really know exactly what's about. So understand that this is the deception time of the year. You don't want anybody to know what you're looking for at the draft. You don't want anybody to know who you're interested in trading for. Your best option is to be able to walk away from a deal, or at least make people think you're going to walk away from a deal. So don't get all bent out of shape, at least not yet. We'll see what we're going to see. Man, I thought spring was only 3 weeks away. Feels like we went back in time because it's cold out here. I'm sitting here wearing shorts because I've been wearing my damn knee brace. I need to get up out of this cold. But first, you gotta finish this. Yeah, they got a lot of work to do. But with them having to tag DeMarcus Lawrence and not getting that deal done just yet, currently we sit on $27 million of cap space. And we got to try and make that money go around as far as possible. It behooves them to hurry up and get the deal done for DeMarcus Lawrence, so we really know dollars and cents wise what we have to spend. We don't want to get into the position where we've been in past years, and we can do that right now if we want to, where we go through and we redo Zach Martin's deal to grab some money, restructure his deal. They're looking at trying to figure out what players that they want to hold on to, or whether or not they want to try and work a deal with Cole Beasley. So that's where they're kind of saying right now, just don't have it. But I will say this much though, Jerry. Next time you go into an off season where you have a lot of guys that you need to sign and get contracts, it might behoove you not to go out and spend $250 million on a yoke. Yeah. Because guys look at that and say, shit, they got more money than they know what to do with. Give me some of that money, man. Give me some of that. Buy the boat after you finish doing their deals, not before. But as always, guys, it's time to turn out the lights before this fire sets me on fire. This party's over. See you guys in the morning.